Living Among Us is a found footage style horror film on Amazon Prime. It is also about vampires. So that's not a combination you see often. I have seen it before, but it is on the rarer side of things. This was recommended to me by Teddy Brown. This stars Thomas Ian Nichols. That's his name, right? The freaking Kevin from the American Pie franchise. It also has John Hurt from Home Alone 1 and 2, the dad in that, and he recently passed on, and I think this is one of his last performances. And it also has William Sadler as well, and William Sadler is always going to be Breaker from Tales from the Crypt Presents Demon Knight, but I mean, Sadler's been in everything. From the Shawshank Redemption to, I mean, the list goes on. I'm not going to go on to William Sadler titles, but if you don't know who William Sadler is and you're a horror fan, I don't know. But yeah, so I liked this. This was cool. This was fun. The thing that prevented me from loving it is I thought it was a little ridiculous. And no, not just because of the vampire thing. Of course, I can look past that kind of stuff. It's fantasy. It's a film. It's supposed to be ridiculous, but it's just a little too ridiculous. The story is, I have too many things that I'm like, why would that happen if this, and blah blah blah. So that annoyed me a little bit. The story as it goes is, this is a world where vampires have been exposed and are known to be among us, hence the title. And the guy who kind of broke this story is asked to go be a, he's supposed to go and document, this is a faux documentary, with the whole, like, we'd like to thank the the filmmakers or whatever that died during the, so stupid they put that, like, oh my god, this is a real story with actors I know from fucking movies I've seen 100 times. I don't know why they do that, doesn't matter. But so he's brought into this house of vampires so that they can show the world that they are not dangerous, that they're not a threat to us. And of course, things don't go so well. Yeah, it just gets a little ridiculous here and there, and I had to roll my eyes a couple times. But overall, I dug it. I am a found footage fan. So if you're not a found footage fan, it's a hard one to recommend because it's found footage, and if you don't like that style, it's not really going to work for you. There are people who just detest that subgenre, and I mean, I get it, but it's always been, it's never been something that I feel like cuts down on the film for me. Like, it's either a good movie or it's not. So I don't really care if it's found footage or if it's not found footage. It's just, it's a good movie or it's not a good movie. That's all that really matters to me. So and now vampires, on the other hand, is like my least favorite subgenre of horror. So that one's kind of a little uphill battle for me. You have to work really hard for me to like a vampire movie. But I think the found footage actually helped this film versus it just being, a normal shot film. No one in this movie is particularly good. I think Sadler probably gives the best performance because he's the best actor on the screen. But this film doesn't require a ton of amazing performances. There is one character in this. I don't recognize the actor, and I can't even remember his name, but he's really cocky, and he's kind of a attention whore. He keeps trying to get in front of the camera. He keeps wanting them to film him, interview him. I thought he was pretty funny. I think he would probably be my favorite character of the film. He was very entertaining, and I always dug the bits with him. He had some funny little gags and whatnot throughout the film, and the ending is pretty strong. Maybe the last minute is yet again a little ridiculous, a little silly. But yeah, I dig it. I think, found footage fans should definitely check this one out. So if you have Amazon Prime, go give it a look, and let me know what you thought. thanks, Teddy, for recommending this to me, man. I might check out Totem next, since that's another one that you watch that's also on Amazon Prime through Cinemax. So I'm going to go possibly watch that. All right. Adios.